fuel that you injected in dancehall from about 2000, well, 2004, 2005, but about 2008, one morning, it's unmatched. You've captured fans around the world. Did you know that was happening at the time, or were you just caught in that whirlwind?
No, I knew it was happening because I worked to watch it. You know what I mean? Remember, the world, as you said, early 2000, I was putting in the work, was writing a couple of songs about it, owning my craft, was all over the world, you know what I mean? Recording, doing stage shows. I was building myself for the inevitable. I knew it was going to happen. And as a matter of fact, 2008 that you're talking about, it actually took 2 or 3 years before in Jamaica. 2005 was my first year. So that's when the momentum really started. And then it culminated globally. 07.
I would have said around the time when obviously you had your moment at Sting, the infamous moment with the legend Ninja Man. There was a lot of, he's the guy, but we're unsure about him. I don't know. I don't know about this Kartel guy, because obviously that incident really, it could have been the setback. But as I said, it was things that has happened to you, especially along the way in your career. It's just like it just put an extra battery pack on.
I mean, yes, you're right, because you see, Vybz Kartel had a lot of instances in his career where he could have gone far right or left. So, we have to give thanks to fans that, Vybz Kartel always first in here. So I think that was 2003, right?
2003, yeah. Yeah, thank you for that radio award I won for that. That was a massive Sony award. Thank you very much. Thank you, you and Ninja. Yeah, 2003 for sure.
Yeah, which is the irony behind that is that Ninja Man, like you said, December 2003, people were like, why? I really know what they're coming at the this the elder into I into this. But when 1 month after that, bro, 2004, when we dropped, when me dead, more life, more money, more what, and that Jamaican people like, yo, leave this dude alone, man.
Yeah.
It's coming.
This DJ is DJing from the streets, and you had that kind of same effect after, I would say, after the clash with you and Movado. Around about 2008, was again questions were thrown. Is this guy just is it just everybody more war with? But obviously the war was spicy at the time, and then you went into girl mode, and you've never taken it's never come out of gear.
No. I've always told people when me and Movado was flashing, biggest song at that time was actually it's a song for me.
Yeah.
2009. Big internationally. 2008, it was already a monster in Jamaica. So, boxing mountain, have been the day of the battle. Every tax, just playing Ramping Shop.
Yeah, Ramping Shop, slow motion.
On this pillar.
Yeah, and it's like the Kartel and Movado war was like, no, it was just you and the ladies from there on.
Remember, even like I said, with the war with me and Movado, when we were having our, remember me, I'm like, right, on it, bicycle, and drop song like, and I'm gonna make you talk myself, and drop song like, you take for your unity, you and then, still a refinite, I read. Now, I mean,
the amount of songs, the amount of music that you were dropping in, even by 2008, 2009, it was very difficult for anybody to really challenge the amount of music that you was putting in the streets. And this is long before the internet really went crazy for music. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, this is a work. A lot of people who meet me and watch me in action, I will tell you that the work ethic is over the moon. I mean, I go in the studio 10 in the morning, not coming out in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. And you was writing songs for others at the same time as recording your own songs.
All of, remember, all of Gaza's songs that she was in Empire, I mean, all the songs that she's been using to make money, right? All those songs are written by me. All the Gaza hits by me. All the Gaza songs at the time were written by me. All the songs were written by me.
Writing for women, just you learned how to write for women. How?
Well, the first time as a kid listening to Karen White, I think her name was.
Yeah.
She did a song called
Superwoman, yeah.
Yeah, but I was reading in a magazine at the time, and it said the song was written by Babyface Edmonds. And I was like, it blew my mind as a child because I didn't understand that like a man could write a song for a woman.
Yeah.
No, but and then in the 90s, when R. Kelly came out, he used to write songs for women as well. And then I started studying the formula. Like listening to the song that the girl is singing and trying to put myself in the shoes, like, how does a man write songs like this? And then I figured out the formula. And that's why I became one of the best writers in Jamaica. You know what I mean?
So you learn how to turn these female artists, Gaza Slim, Gaza Kim, into super women.
Sheba, all of them. Yeah.
That's crazy. So the song obviously introducing Vanessa Bling.
Yes.
Slim.
All of those songs. One Man, all of them. You can name them.
Always as well?
Of course, I wrote Always. I wrote the Sheba on the rhythm. I wrote my song, which is Summertime. I actually wrote 2 songs on the rhythm. And then we changed the second song. We changed it. Yeah, that's how I do it.
I was just I was looking through some of your songs, and believe it or not, a young lady was a soulful writer, and she picked out about 7 songs, and she asked me, I didn't ask you, do you think Vybz Kartel would allow me to sing over these songs? Because your song composition, when you hear some of your songs, your love songs, brother, I think people overlook that side of your songs, and I always remember when you dropped the
coloring this life like it's all. That's deep. Coloring this life like it's all in crayons. Deep, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. Vybz Kartel, like, I pride myself in being like, sometimes I think I'm a better writer than DJ, and I'm gonna make.
I think you are. I think they are so deep.
So I think Harmony redid the one. No, left me now. God, no, we must get better. Remember the group Fifth Harmony? They actually did.
Yeah, I remember them doing it. And I thought the song, I heard it after and I was thinking, Kartel. I realized it obviously.
People thought I took the song from them.
But then check the timeline. So Vybz Kartel on the line. So many questions I want to ask him. Here I'm talking about, we're talking about music from way back in the 2000s. But that's how long the career has spanned. And you've just been on top of this game for so long, and you've done this whilst spending a 12-year, and is it 11 months?
Yeah, 12 years and 10 months, man.
12 years and 10 months behind bars. So we've seen recent interviews where you've talked about how you capture these moments.
I sold gold in prison, sold silver in prison from England too, because Fever sold silver in England. I produced the song. Obviously, I wrote the song. I recorded the song. Yeah, so for me, that's a great accomplishment. That's one of my biggest songs as well. And
you become a DIY engineer at the same time. Now,
that's what I'm saying. I recorded all the songs in prison. I recorded them in my cell. I mean, like all the albums. There's the King of the Dancehall album, the Tutanisha album, you name it, like every single song you can think of from 2011.
Royalty album as well?
All of them, man. All those songs. The song with the album with Menace to Society, all of those albums, all those singles, they were recorded in prison. Make him a fi come home, tell her you alone, sit down on all these songs, you name it. Miami Vice episode, everything.
Yeah. I as I said, I'm sitting here and Kartel is here in front of me and I can't picture these songs, but there's too many. I don't know, once we stop talking, I'm going to say, I didn't should ask you about this and that. But listen, it's all documented. It's all there. Your streaming numbers are incredible. I was speaking to one of my G's who checks stream counts. He works in that area, and he says that you've gone up like 400%. It's amazing how people have really kept the interest in your music, even though you're doing these great songs.
Yeah. I mean, Vybz Kartel has always been that person. Remember, maybe the younger kids, like if you're like 14, 15 years old, you were literally 2 years old when I got arrested. But for people older, they understand that when I was arrested, I was the biggest artist in dancehall. I was in the globe at the time. So nothing really changed. I mean, you got new cats that come up and stuff, but nothing really changed.
Did you feel at any time? Because I must say, there was a few people in my circles as DJs. Them did shaky. They jumped off the ship. Right? Yeah. Did you feel at any time that that the business was moving at a pace? I mean, it's obviously wasn't apparent in what you're doing in terms of recording, but did you feel like, maybe the pace is moving too fast? Maybe I might not get that number one single. Maybe I might not have a record that locks the street. How was your mindset with regards to music? Because I know music is your first
love, man.
Yeah.
Never at any time. Never at any time. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I do music from the heart. I don't do music thinking, oh, this song is going to do this or this song is going to do that. No, I just get the inspiration and I write the lyrics. I mean, obviously I'm in prison, so now I have to write. When I was free, all I did was just walk into the studio and everything just flowed. No pen, no paper, but you know what I mean? Nothing really changed while I was arrested. I just had to write. And think about this. I'm in prison, right? I'm sentenced to 35 years. I'm still writing. Still getting hit songs, still getting number one songs. Lost my appeal in Jamaica. Still writing, still recording, still getting number one songs. Went to the UK and won. Come on, that doesn't take a normal person to do, man. That's some alien shit, right? Trust me. Because anybody who has been to a Jamaican prison, especially, because it's not like a British first world prison where you have, I mean, I'm not going to say luxuries, but bro, we were literally in brick ovens.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, you in a brick oven, no toilet, no, you know what I mean? Like, bro, and I still had to do what I had to do.
I laugh when you say that's some alien shit. That part I do laugh at because it is incredible. And I was speaking to Kartel on various moments. 2021, you called me. There's a message. You said, "My G, my sons." And I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. And you obviously presented the information to me that they were about to embark on their own project and asked me to do an interview, which I obviously did. I was intrigued, and we did the interview. The EP hit the road, and there was a lot of curiosity about your sons. And I messaged you back, and I want to talk about this because at the time I interviewed them, I had to send you that message. I was like, forget the interview, Kartel. These kids, they was just amazing. It was like, they're a credit to you, one, and they have everything for you, and they want to do music, and they were so well mannered. And I know you was at the time apprehensive about asking to push them. You wanted them to go do their own thing, but yeah, respect to you and respect to their mother. Raised two champions, bro.
I mean, thank you for saying that, because I was just gonna say that even though I would say I raised them from prison, because I was always on top of things like school, X, Y, Z. I also have to big up their moms, so I'm glad you mentioned that.
They've obviously, as men become men, they become their own people and do their own thing. What is the, I will be speaking to them hopefully soon. let's talk about them. How is their music and what happens now that Pops is on the road? It's going to be fierce competition for see who can get into the studio before each other. How's it going to work out?
I was literally, they made a studio at my house. So I literally was in the studio not 2 days ago, man? Yeah, we was in the studio 2 days ago. I was just vibing and stuff. And one of them was the engineer. So they're still doing music. They have their studio set up in my house and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So they're still doing music. One of them released a video today.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're still doing music, you know? But like I said, man, I'm not gonna I mean, when they want money to do music videos or whatever, I give them the money. But I'm not gonna babysit them. You know what I mean? They had to put in the work.
Yeah.
And I don't tell them what to say. Themselves do what they want their way because they're kids. They must know what they're doing. They have every generation has their own language, so to speak, their own. You know what I mean? Vocabulary. So I don't mingle in their music or try to tell them what to do.
I remember asking the two of them. I said, does Pops write your music? And they looked at each other like this, and they burst out laughing at me.
Yeah, because no, I don't. But they take pride in their music as well, like, you know what I mean? So, no. They're good artists. They're good writers, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Writers.
Bank robber, Clarks, and skinny jeans. Damn. Yeah. All right. So, good. We moved on to music because there's two things I want to talk to you about. Obviously, we have we're still trying to find planes to book. British Airways, Virgin look like they're gonna sell out come the end of the year.
Oh, biggest concert, right?
We're gonna talk about this concert because I need to get my calculator out and I need to find an organ to sell. But music, you've got so much music. I mean, it's no joke. You could fill your wall if we're still printing music or pressing music. You could fill your wall with Kartel material. Thousands and thousands and thousands. Fans are still
yes, of course.
Fans are still asking for more Kartel. The question they're gonna ask me: are you gonna be releasing new music? When? And possibly who with? The floor is yours, bro.
I mean, I have a few collabs, so I can't really tell when those artists are gonna release their song, the collaborations.
You done that since release?
Yeah, since I got released, I have collabs with foreign artists, but I don't know when they're gonna release those collaborations.
Oh wow!
Right?
Okay.
As far as my production is concerned, because I produce most of my songs.
Yeah.
I'll be releasing any songs till next year. But remember what I did at Sting? Like 1 hour after Sting, the entire planet was engulfed in "Me are the last man standing." So probably you'll get something like that after this concert.
Wow.
Like maybe you leave the concert, say at 3 a.m, and before you reach your hotel, you're hearing a new Kartel song.
Yo, that was crazy. That was, yo.
I mean, man standing after Sting, right? Yeah, I know.
2011 was the last time I spoke to you. It was July. July. It was in Sunfest backstage. You just
Jamaica.
Yes, you just tore a hole through your trousers.
Yes. It was lovely. Yeah, ladies were like.
Yeah, the ladies trying to get right there. And obviously a month after, here comes this big arrest. I don't want to go back to go forward, but the moment when that happened, would you say at the time you knew what you know now? Because I always felt, and I was very vocal about it, that Jamaica runs different. And I used to say that to everyone and they couldn't understand.
Yeah.
Did you have that feeling at that time that this is just the system? This is the system, the weight of the system on me?
Of course. Well, remember, I'm born and raised in Jamaica. Of course I knew that. You know what I mean? This is my country. You know what I mean? So I knew. Simple as that. I knew. Even Sean Stunn was doing an interview the other day and he was telling the host that, yo, during the trial, I told him that, yo, we're gonna lose this trial, bro.
Wow.
But anytime we go to England, we're gonna be victorious. I told him, and he actually said it in an interview. That's how deep it is. We know our country. I mean, we know our country for both the good and the bad, and I mean, it is what it is. Do we want it to change? Hell yeah, we want it to change. But I mean, it is what it is, man. Could be, it could be worse.
It could be worse, but now we're looking forward to the better. And I had to ask that question because you know, as I said, trying to explain to so many people, even people in the music industry, from radio to TV, trying to explain to them, yo, you have a thing called the system. You know, people to this day don't get it. It is the system. It is a system.
The reggae artists in Jamaica, they have a more colorful name for it. They call it the shit still. You know what I mean? That's just Jamaica for you. You gotta love it though, and you gotta hate it too. But regardless of how you feel about it, we are the products of our environment. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Big up Jamaica, same way. Big up the people.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man. I would never want to not be a Jamaican. You know what I mean?
Of course.
God, man, for life. Yeah.
I also ran a bet with a few people. I said, and I was on a show with your lawyer, the big boss, and I said I don't think that Vybz Kartel will keep a show in Jamaica as his first show. But you proved me wrong. This show is happening the 31st of December.
December this year. It's the biggest show in the history. And I will tell you this, you were almost right, because Jamaica wasn't going to be the first.
I told Mr. Buchanan, he said I have a crystal ball, but all right. Jamaica, you're going to get the show.
It's going to be the first show. As a matter of fact, it was going to be Trinidad.
That's exactly what I'm sure I said it in the show. That's exactly what I said. I said it will be one of the islands. I was saying it would either be Trinidad or Guyana or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely supposed to be one of those places, but I don't know if you watched The Godfather. Remember when Don Corleone said to the dude, I made him an offer he can't refuse. So, I mean, Joe made an offer I couldn't refuse.
Yo.
So, here we are, December 31st, Kingston, Jamaica, the parish of my birth, Kingston.
It is a statement. It's going to be a statement show. The anticipation for the show has gone through the roof. Websites crashing. People running up and down saying, like, Robbo, do I think I might have to go to Poland, then to Germany, then from Germany to Canada, then because direct flights. It's crazy right now. And the ticket price for the seat that I want is $1,500